the orientation is about to start. This year, we have a great honor to recruit many outstanding students from all over the world. As most of you are fresh in Taiwan, we would like to share some tips and experience which can help you start your new life in Taiwan. So, let's start with a welcome speech by our graduate dean, Dr. Zhe Lai Guo. Welcome, Dr. Guo.
Okay, it's very happy to see many young people joining us, and I have not prepared for a speech, and I'm not intend to speak for 10 minutes, but I just want to welcome all of you, and there's a tough life ahead of you, so this is a happy moment, so please enjoy. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Guo. Now, the coordinator of molecular and cell biology, Dr. Xiaoming Li, will give an opening remark. Let's welcome Dr. Li.
Okay, my name is Xiaoming Li. I'm the current coordinator of the MCB program. Today, I serve as the representative for all the coordinators from all the programs to welcome you here to Taiwan, to Taipei, and to Academia Sinica. Most important of all, to this big family of TIGP, Taiwan International Graduate Program. TIGP started in 2002. It grows from 2 programs to the current 12 programs. And we now have a graduate serving as professors and group leaders in companies and universities all over the world. And pursuing a PhD is a big commitment in your life. So since you have made that choice, you should pursue it with all of your heart and all of your effort. And we are here to help you, and you should take advantage of us. Academia Sinica is a world-class research center, and definitely the best research center in Taiwan. And I just said you should take advantage of us academically. You should study hard and learn to work diligently in your lab, learn to design, execute, and interpret your experimental result, and communicate your results. But in addition, take all opportunities to explore this wonderful city of Taipei. It's international, convenient, very safe, but still has the rich flavor of Taiwanese and Chinese. And also Taiwan is a beautiful island, so you should take opportunity to explore and try to learn some Chinese if you can, so you can make more friends and then gain deeper experience into our culture. And of course, I hope you'll never need to use it, but we do have the best healthcare system in the world if you need it. So finally, again, welcome, and I wish you best of luck in all the things you want to do, and you can accomplish everything you want to accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Li.
Okay, welcome everyone. So happy to see you. I have been preparing for this presentation for 2 weeks, but 2 weeks ago I got a cold, so I lost my voice. So every single day I've been praying so I can have voice today. I do, but it sounds like Donald Ducks from Disneyland. All right, so we will talk about TIGP orientation. We have 8 focuses today. So as you can see on the slide, we will talk about TIGP at AS overview and regulation, life here, dormitory, our future events, and your safety concern. We will also talk about useful information, including Seneca ID card and ARC information. Okay, our first focus, TIGP at AS program overview. All right, Taiwan International Graduate Program, known as TIGP, is jointly organized by Academia Sinica and our partner universities to provide all English environments for both our domestic and for our international students. So since 2002, we have 6 directors. Our current director is Dr. Mangel. She's our vice president of Academia Sinica. Okay, so now we have 12 PhD programs in collaborations with 10 partner universities. Okay, on this slide, you can see our programs. And That's the partner university we're working with. And on the right, you can see the year of establishment of each program. All right, our partner universities, they're located in different parts of Taiwan. Okay, so they actually provide more resources for you. Okay, global distribution. So as you can see, our students are from all over the world. And currently we have about 600 students, and they're from 45 countries. But this number does not include you guys, because you're the newcoming students, right? Okay, so for our student body, about 60% are from international, about 40% are from domestic. There are more than 400 students graduated from here, and our students, they have an excellent tracking record of publishing in high-impact journals. So far, more than 1,100 publications already. Okay, so you might wonder, like, what are they doing right now? So for our graduates, about 70%, they are working for universities, or they are working for research organizations, serving as professors or or research fellows. And about 30%, they're actually working for high-tech companies or private corporations. TIGP travel grant. Okay, we have this because we want to encourage our students to attend international conferences, to stay up to date and build up a network. So far, more than 175 students received this award. Okay, so in addition to this, we are working really hard to have more collaboration projects so that in the future, our students will have more chances to have international exposure, okay? Okay, our organizational structure. So our graduating Dr. Guo, he's leading TIGP office and our 12 programs. Okay, introduction of DIA, Department of International Affairs. Okay, so we'll start from the top, from your left, okay? DIA Director, Dr. Zhang Chen. Thank you, Dr. Chen. Our graduating Dr. Guo, you already met him, right? Thank you, Dr. Guo. And our DIA Chief, Mr. Stanley Ling on the back. Thank you. And our Executive Secretary, Dr. Moses Ling. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ling. And our Academic Advisor, Dr. Zhangfei Zhao. Thank you, Dr. Zhao. Okay, and our TIGP staff, we have Huan Yi. And we have Angelina. She's the organizer of this event. She's outside. And I am Felicia. Yeah, thank you. And Jia Jie. Hi. And Nika. Nika, she's there. Okay. And our MC today, Liang Meng. Okay. And later on, you will hear a speech from our counselor, Mei Wen. Thank you. And a lot of you have met your Joe manager, right? Connie? Connie's on the back. Okay. And then our office maintenance, Hannah. Okay, thank you. So if you need to know what are we doing, or you can take a picture, so you know the key person to talk to when you go to the office, okay? Okay, that's 3 seconds. Some of our students are still taking photos. All right. Important time. I want to introduce you to our program angels. Okay, so they're waiting. So those are important people during your life and study here. So make sure you know them and have a great connection with them. Okay, let's introduce CPMB angel, LV. She's waving slowly, okay. And MST angel, Bonnie. Oh, she's outside, right? Oh, she's outside, okay. MBAS angel, Jennifer. Okay. And we have 2 angels from MCB, but today Jessica is the rep, okay? Jessica. Thank you. Okay, we have bio angel, Elsa. Welcome, Elsa. And we have nano angel, Flora. Okay, we have MM Angel, Rebecca. Okay, ESS Angel, Yuwen. Okay. Biodiversity Angel, Vanessa. Okay, we have 2 angels from INS, but Vira is the rep, okay? Vira. And Julia is SCST Angel. Okay. Last but not least, SNHCC Angel, Jia Tian. Okay. So you all remember them, right? I think you haven't met them. Okay. Okay, we have GSA members here with us today. So, okay. So they're like your senior. Okay. So do you want to wave them? Wave at them? Okay. Okay. So they're like your seniors, okay? So during your study here, if you have a good connection with them, it's going to be smoother. Okay, they are passionate and hardworking students. They devote their time on research and also, interacting with the newcomers. Okay, so, they have presentation prepared for you today later, okay? So after the break time, they have their own time, okay? And also your on-campus tour, your off-campus tour will be leading by them, okay? So we encourage you to interact with them during the events. All right, enrichment courses. So there are a lot of opportunities offered by Seneca, but we want to name a few. So for example, Academia Seneca lectures. So you can hear the lectures from Nobel laureates and distinguished scholars. That's really helpful. And we also have ethics course. So it's going to be a great preparation for you to start your life here. I think it's not working. All right. This course called Development, Professional Development. This is organized by MCB program. Is Jessica here? You want to wave your hand? Okay. She's the organizer, and also the course organizers, Dr. Chen and Dr. Xue. This is really helpful. You can see the topics on the slide. And the course will be offered tomorrow. No, next year. Next year in spring, right? So spring 2020, okay? Make sure you go there, and it's going to be great for your career development, okay? Oh, it's open and welcome all TIGP students. Okay. Chinese classes. Okay. This is only for international students. So if you're Taiwanese students, don't worry about it. Okay. So what is the purpose? It's to help you to adapt your life smoothly in Taiwan. You have two semesters. You must pass to graduate. Okay. And it's compulsory. Okay. But you can see in the picture, many students actually enjoy the class. And they actually take the second, like not required, advanced courses. Okay. Okay, focus 2. This is kind of serious. So, okay, we all use a serious attitude. Okay, so every one of you has your bag, right? So in your bag, can you find the first one? It's called the regulation form. So the regulation form. So there are 2 pages. So at the end of this session, we will collect the regulation form because there are 2 papers, right? So the first one will be collected by the TIGP office after you sign. And the second one you will keep for yourself, okay? And also this regulation was also sent to you by email about 3 weeks ago through your program assistants. So usually most of you actually saw it before, okay? All right, required attendance. There are 3 courses, okay? So the first one is research ethics. This class will be offered on September 28th, and every one of you must attend. It's very important. That's for academic integrity. If you cannot come on that day for any reason, you will come to the TIGP office for DVD makeup course. But I still think that personal, face-to-face courses are more interesting. So try your best to come, okay? And laboratory safety training course, this is also very important for new students, okay? And the last one, Chinese course, as you know, that's required for international students. Your stipend, okay. So I think you all know that the stipend for the first year students is $34,000 per month. And if the students perform really well, and the stipend will be extended. Next. As an international student, your tuition fee is actually higher, like twice higher than the local students. But the TIGP office subsidizes your tuition fee. So you actually pay the same amount as the local students, okay? Because you're TIGP students. However, for example, if you have deferment, then this will go away, okay? So for example, this is for 5 years. So during this 5 years, if you have deferment, your subsidy will not be deferred, okay? Number 3, the scholarship provided by TIGP is tax-free. However, if you receive other sources, for example, the grant from your advisor, then that's taxable. Okay, the last one, academic research ethics integrity. This is very important, okay? During your studies here or in your future career, make sure you follow the rules. But right now, as our students, please follow the regulations and rules by Academia Sinica and also by the partner universities, okay? If you fail to follow the rules, it will jeopardize your rights. Okay, scholarship. Okay, so for our students, please do not work on campus or off campus. Don't work part-time or full-time, okay? It's not allowed. Because the purpose of the stipend is for you to focus on your study so you can finish and do what you want in the short time, okay? Stipend is not offered during the deferment. So if you apply for deferment, then of course the stipend is gonna be suspended, okay? Then, so in the future, very soon, you will apply for your post office account, right? So if you don't know how to apply for it, you can talk to your program assistants. So once you have all the information needed, open and post office account, and your stipend will be transferred to your post office account directly, okay? And some program has the stipend transferred in the early month. Some program has the transaction made at the end of the month. So it depends on the program. Okay, how many of you live on the dorm? Okay, many of you. Okay, great. So if you live on the dorm, your dorm rent will be automatically deducted from your monthly stipend. Okay. Okay, for taking leave, that's the regulation. Each program has different regulations. So before you take a leave, make sure you talk to your program assistant. Okay. We sometimes heard cases like students go back to their home countries for a long time and nobody even knows. They did not tell the program assistants or even the advisor. So people are worried, like, where are you, okay? So make sure you talk to your program assistants, okay? If you did not follow these rules, then you will jeopardize your rights. Okay, during semester break, like you think you have a holiday, but also you need to complete this procedure for taking leaves, and then you can go. All right. Diplomas and certificates. I know it's a little too early for you, but just a quick reminder. Okay, so once you receive the diplomas conferred by the partner universities, that's the time you can apply for a TIGP certificate, okay? So you have 2 certificates. Okay, happier things. Okay, focus 3, life in TIGP. All right, okay, so I know some of you just arrived. Okay, so take a look. We have gym, indoor pool courts, indoor and outdoor courts. We also have bookstores, medical service, restaurant, and food courts. And this is a library, but we have so many libraries. So you will see those, most of the locations later on during the on-campus tour. Okay, nearby environment. So we have shuttle bus to our partner universities, some of them, and MRT. And how many of you went to the Nangon Exhibition Center, MRT station? Okay, great. So in that area, there is a fried chicken store, right? It's halal food. Okay, so you can take a look. Ask your senior, halal food. I go there a lot, okay? And here, you have U-Bike. And once you have your Seneca ID card later, so I hope you don't have to use it, but if you have to go to a hospital, with our Seneca card, you can have a discount rate of registration fee in there, okay? Okay, post office, supermarkets, and convenience stores, those are very convenient. And CityLink, it's like a department store. It's on the top of the Nangon MRT station. And CTBC Financial Park, they have great foods, expensive and delicious. Okay. That's where you're gonna go for our on-campus tours, okay? That's the locations. We have 4 reps. Rep T, you wanna wave your hand? And that's your on-campus tour rep. And we have Babu. Yay. We have Jyoti. And we have Kelly. Okay. Did I say your name right? Okay. Okay, that's your reps for later. Okay. Off-campus tour. Do you know when it's the time? Many of you registered, right? Okay. So this Friday in the afternoon, we'll have the off-campus tours. So make sure during the break time you take a picture outside. We have this routes. Route A and Route A2 is actually the same, but in the past, that's very popular. So we have 2 groups and same routes and 4 reps. Route B and Route C. So you have 2 days to think about where you want to go and decide on Friday, okay? So, okay, how many of you were here a little late, so you didn't have a chance to register? Okay, if you want to go, make sure you register during the break time, okay? If your friends arrive tomorrow, then don't tell them, because today we have to finish the insurance process with the insurance company, okay? So tomorrow they cannot register, all right? Don't tell them. Last year, there was someone who told his roommate, arrived in Friday morning, and he showed up, I want to go, I really want to go, sorry, you don't have the insurance, okay? So don't tell them, okay? Don't hurt their feelings, all right? Okay, happier things. So outside of research, our students enjoy lots of events, so including museum tours and cultural events, okay? Okay, so we take students to the famous tourist spots in Taiwan, for example, Bingxi, Bitan, and this is actually in our office. So you have the chances to make new friends and build up your networks. Okay, so think about it this way. Through these activities, you can interact and make new friends, and then you know people from different backgrounds, and that's the time you can build up your global perspective. All right, so other than the fun activities, we also take our students to visit biotech companies or incubation center. So that's the time you can learn from the industry leaders. So we encourage you next year to join us. Job affairs. Also, you know that many institutes in Senegal actually offers those events. So that's the great opportunities for you, okay? Okay, National Biotechnology Research Park. You can see there are 7 facilities there. So in the future, they will open about 2,000 job opportunities. So in the future, when it's mature, that's the time you graduate. Think about it. Okay. All right. How many of you receive our Easy Chinese handbook? Okay. Okay, great. How many of you are international students but do not get it? Everyone got it, right? Okay. For Taiwanese students, you don't need it. Okay. So international students, please bring this book with you all the time in your first semester, okay? TIGP Facebook. So we announce important messages on the Facebook, so please follow us. This QR code shows the handbook for foreigners. It has great tips, and so make sure you have it. Okay, you can see, do you have this yellow sheet in your bag? Okay, on the bottom, you can see the QR codes. The first one is Facebook. Second one is handbook. The third one is the map for MRT. The fourth one is the U-Bike instructions, okay? If you want to register for U-Bike, after you receive your student card from your partner universities, then you have the Easy card. And then you log in, you use this page and scroll down to the last page, and you will see the agreement and how to register for U-Bike. And later on, you can ride U-Bikes in the city. And we will introduce those events to you later, but don't worry, you don't have to write it down because you have all the events and keynotes on the paper. All right, can you find that little blue card in your bag? It's called TIGP Service Directory Card. Okay, please find it. Okay, so I want to make sure you know that for international students, we have typhoon holidays. So in the conditions that the weather is really bad, the Central Personnel Office will announce on the news. So the next day you have a day off, okay? So if there's a typhoon coming, you will hear from your lab mates, okay? Make sure you know tomorrow is day off, okay? The weather is really bad, you don't want to come out. Okay. And this one, I hope everyone can keep this in your wallet along with your ARC card if you are international students. So on the way, if anyone, like a police officer, they want to know your identity, you can show this card along with your ARC. okay? Tell them you're the Seneca student. Okay, we heard from our students in the past. There was one student who went to southern part of Taiwan. He broke his phone, so his phone was not working, no battery. But he wants to call someone, so he found this card in his wallet and called someone in Seneca. So that's experience. You don't know what's gonna happen. So if your cell phone is not working, okay, you have this card. Okay, can you help us to write down your information in this one? So you write down your information, your Chinese and your English name. If you need help writing your Chinese name, you can ask your program assistant, okay? So emergency hotline, that's 112. So I want to tell you this. If you go to mountain areas and there's no signal at all, you want to contact someone. So in that case, 119, 110 will not work because you have no signal. But 80% of the time, if you call 112, your cell phone will work, okay? It's through a different telespace. Anyway, it's I checked the English last name. Okay, it's gonna be connected through a different system, not your phone company. Okay, so if you don't have any signals, you need to call for help. Call 112. Okay. And foreign affairs police, that's a number you can save it on your phone. Okay, so in any case you need help from them, you can call. Okay, I also want you to key in 1999 on your phone. That's a hotline from Taipei government. Okay, so for example, if you're on the way, you need help in English, you can call 1999. When the phone is answering, you will hear a lot of Chinese, but don't worry, just hit 9. And then when you hit 9, and then there will be someone talking to you, you say English translation, please. And they will directly transfer you to an English-speaking person, okay? You can ask for directions. Ask for example, you are on a taxi, but you cannot communicate, okay? So useful. But their opening hours is from 9 to 9, okay? 9 in the morning, 9 in the evening, okay? What's the number? Do you remember? 1999, okay. On this slide, on your right-hand side, if you see the pink, or you can say purple boxes, that means it's a holiday in Taiwan, okay? Public transportation, okay? So you also have this QR code. So if you need a map of MRT, you can scan, okay? And if you want to apply for U-Bike, that's the QR code. Okay, Connie is out, okay? Dormitory, you all know that your dorm manager is Connie, and that's the 3 reps. This Friday at noon, you guys will excited? Pizza, orientation? Okay, the purpose is orientation, okay? So 1-year contract only, no extension. So you will learn more about dormitory during the dorm orientation this Friday at noon. Okay, focus 5. That's happy things too. Okay, so this Friday, 1:45, we will gather in front of the dormitory, and GSA reps and TIGP staff will bring you to the off-campus tour. It's about 4 hours. Bring your own money and bring your own bus fare, okay? Okay, so all of you paid $30 for insurance, right? So if you show up, you will get your money back. If you don't, then sorry, okay. The money will go to the insurance company. All right, so how many of you plan to visit and go to our welcome dinner on September 25th? Okay, only a few? Or too shy? Okay, I want you all to come, okay? So during that day, please wear your traditional outfit to present your own country. We have stickers for the participants, so you can actually vote for the best outfit, okay? See a picture. This is the winners from last year and 2 years ago. So you can see the stickers, on their clothing, and they will have special price, okay? And also, during this year, we have a special event. GSA Reps, this year we have ice-breaking events. So, for example, we'll have 12 teams. That means 12 programs. So each program, the program leader is the program assistant. So the team members will be our new students and our GSA Reps from your program. So we'll have a intelligence like your, like trivia for competition. The winner has great prize, okay? Okay, Also, like we said before, laboratory safety training is required. It's offered on September 27th. This one, we talked about this one, right? So ethic course required. You must come. All right. The last part of mine would be safety concerns. So I will just tell you some basic concept, but later on, we will have Foreign Affairs Police to tell you about more. Okay, this is beautiful, right? Seaside and strings, that's the scenery of Taiwan. But sometimes the surface looks calm and peaceful, but underneath, there could be dangerous currents, okay, or unknown, unseen objects like boulders. So make sure you don't do any dangerous things, okay? Okay, do not swim in danger areas. So can you take a picture of this one? So it says danger, but that's in Chinese. Or you can recognize the sign. That means do not go into the water. It's dangerous, okay? Okay, every year we heard from the news that many international students, they did not understand the condition of Taiwan, so they actually, something bad happened. So we want you to be safe. You stay here, you're happy, and you enjoy life here, but safe. Okay, so I know some people are fans of water sports, but before you go, check the weather. If the weather is really bad, don't go, okay? Be careful, especially during typhoons. Taiwan is located in the tropical weather zone, so the freak waves. Sometimes even Taiwanese, they were standing nearby to see those things, and they were taken away by the waves, okay? You don't want that to happen. Please don't do so. All right, if you see your friends, this happened before. If you see your friends drowning, what do? Please do not jump into the water, okay? Don't save by yourself. You're not professionals. I was taking a lifeguard training, and after that, I stopped swimming. It's too scary, okay? So don't think you're a hero. You're not. We are not. We're just a human body. So call out loud, number one. And number two, call 119 or ask someone to call it, okay? And number three, wait for professional lifeguards, okay? That's all you can do. All right. Okay, my colleague, Jia, will continue to introduce. Okay, welcome, Jia.
Hello, I'm Jia, and now I'm going to introduce Academia Sinica ID card and also SSO account to everybody. Okay. The AS ID card, you need to go to see your program assistant to ask for it, and then they will help you to apply it from the institute, and you will receive around middle of October, and you will look like this. And the AS ID card, what you can do with it, like for example, you want to visit other institute on campus, you need to show your ID card. And also if you want to go to a library, you also need to show the card. Or you want to go to a gym and then apply for the membership, you have the discount. And also, as what Felicia mentioned about, like if you really need to go to a hospital, you go to the train service general hospital, you will get a discount for the registration fee. And also, if you go to a cafeteria or High Life, the convenience store or the bookstore, you all get a discount with the ID card. The second one is SSO account. This account is very important. This account is also the same account with your AS email. And also, if you want to use a Wi-Fi connection on campus, you can use this account to connect it. Okay. How to apply your SSO account? You go to the website. Have anyone visit our website already? Or no? Okay. Then the website is here. And you can see from the bottom, the step one, you need to click administration and service here. And then you will enter this page here. Step two, administrative service. And you will see here. Here, SSO application. here you need to fill in all the information. And remember, here it's written on ID number. For Taiwanese, you're the ID number, no problem. But for the foreign students, you need to put in your passport number. And also here, the account I mentioned, it will be your Academia Sinica email account. So please remember, do not contain indecent words or private information because it will be your email account. Okay. After you applying all the things there, and then how are you going to log in? From the page, the main page, and then you go to the same place, and then here, log in. And then you will see here, individual. There are many choices you can see here, and the website, webmail, you can log in from here. And remember, for the first time you log in, for the foreign students, the password will be your passport number. And for Taiwanese student will be your ID number. Okay. How do you connect the Wi-Fi on campus? First, you need to choose the Wi-Fi AS secure. And then you key in your SSO account you just applied. And remember, this account, after you reply, and you need to be wait for 2 hours to be validated. And then also you put your password. Then you can connect it. So, and don't forget to visit our TIGP Facebook page once you connect to the Wi-Fi successfully. And we also will have the update information of TIGP. For example, Felicia just mentioned about the weather. If there's a typhoon is coming, and do you need to come to work tomorrow? And we also will announce on the TIGP Facebook, or we have many lectures and also many information about TIGP you also can find out from here. Okay. This is another things I want to mention about, that we are going to have a International Food and Culture Festival on October 17th, just right here in our campus. And this that we want to give the student have an opportunity to introduce your own culture to the Sinica faculties and members, so they can know more about your culture and also the delicious food from your home country. And the things that we will provide the ingredient fee for 5,000 NT, so you can buy the food with this 5,000, and also you need to make a poster to introduce your culture about your home country. And the additional prize provided from the TIGP office, we will, the people who join, we will give them to vote that who is the best food and who is the best culture, and we will also give the prize. So, and this event is all welcome to everybody, including the new student this year. So if you are interested in cooking or introduce your culture, you can sign up by the QR code. Thank you. I think, yeah. And next, my colleague Huang Yishen is going to introduce the ARC information and student certificate of student status. Let's welcome Huang Yi.
Okay, so the ARC information is for the international students. So we're talking about the alien residence certificate card, so namely ARC card. So who needs to apply ARC card? All foreigners holding resident or visitor visa and intending to live in Taiwan for more than 180 days are required to apply. So for those students who are holding a visitor visa, you have several steps to transfer your visa status. So that means you need to prepare all the documents down and transfer your visitor visa into resident visa. And then you can apply ARC. For those students who are holding resident visa, so you can apply ARC directly. So family member is not eligible to apply for the first year students. So where to apply the ARC card? So it locates in National Immigration Agency. So the next one is why to apply ARC card. Well, it's very important. So the first one is reside in Taiwan legally. So the second one is to open a post office account for saving. So post office account in Taiwan is similar to a bank account in your country. So your stipend fellowship will go to post office. So it is very important to have a ARC card first, and then to open post office account later. So the third one is to enroll national health insurance. So when you reside in Taiwan over 6 months, you are eligible to, and you can apply NHI system. So you will have a very great health insurance here. So, however, there's something we need to draw your attention that please make sure during winter break. So some of you probably will make a plan to go for a holiday, go back to your country. So please make sure, do not out of country. Just make sure you are out of your country for less 1 month. So in this case, for example, if you are out of country for 14 days, so the date that you can enroll the NHI system will be 14 days later of your originally the date you can enroll the insurance. However, if you are out of country over 1 month, so that would be very, very bad, because the date that you can enroll the NHI system will be recounted. The clock will be recounted after you re-enter Taiwan. So please make sure during winter break, you are not out of country for over 1 month. So the fourth one is to re-enter Taiwan before the due date, okay? So when do you need to apply ARC card? So once you have been granted a resident visa, you should apply ARC within 15 days upon entering Taiwan or changing status to resident visa. So the later one is for the visitor visa holder. So most of you are holding a resident visa, so please make sure you come to TIGP office very, very soon, and we will help you for this one. And some of you students who already study in Taiwan or work in Taiwan, so you already have your national health insurance card. So for this student, please contact your program assistant. So your program assistant will help you dealing with this matter. So you can continuously enroll the NHI system. So how to apply the ARC card? So like I mentioned, so if you are just entering Taiwan, so please come to TIGP office. So we will help you to apply. But please remember, it is students' own responsibility to extend ARC annually. So in next year, so it's your own responsibility to extend it. So what kind of document you need to prepare? So the first one is the application form and the passport with resident visa. So the third one is please note the ARC photo need to be a white background with a 60% big head. So some of you give us the photo with a very small head here. So please make sure you got a big head here, okay? Okay, so the first one is relevant certificate, and the annual application fee, annual fee is 1,000 NT dollars per year, okay? And please note, if you have the following things changed, you need to update your ARC information within 15 days. So the following this one is passport number, if you change your passport, or if you change your address. So some of you probably move out from dorm after 1 year, you stay dorm. So in this case, when you move out from Dome, you need to go to immigration office to update the address in your ARC card. Okay, so this section is for all of you for certificate of student status. So some students will probably go out to attend an international conference, and you need a visa. So when you apply a visa, you probably need this one to submit to the embassy. So how to apply the student status? So you need to download the application form. The application form can be downloaded in TIGP website. Here is a download section here. So you go into this and download the application form, fill the form, and send it to the TIGP email account. And after that, so this step 2 will be a series of signatures. So you don't need to come to TIGP office. We will do, the staff will do this for you. And after the student status will be done, so you will receive an email to inform you to come to office to pick it up. Okay, so please note the whole process will take 7 to 10 working days. So don't come to office and say, oh, I need this tomorrow or immediately. So that is impossible to make this because we need a lot of signatures here. Okay, so you just please allow for yourself 7 to 10 working days to prepare it. Okay, so that's it.
Of Academic Affairs, Dr. Zhao will talk about the guidelines for publication. Let's welcome Dr. Zhao.
Well, congratulations and welcome all of you to join this big family. This section is very, very important for you to make attention because that's why you came from far away from Taiwan to come to our Taiwan is for your purpose, for get your PhD degree. So how to get your PhD degree is very, very important for you, for your future life. So the first, you have to select or to choose your thesis advisor. It's very, very important. Some of the program, most of the program are make regulation. You have to find your advisor at the end of the first year. Otherwise, if you fail to find some professor cannot accept you as a student, you will jeopardize your student status. Maybe you're fired. So, remember, at the end of the first year, you have to find the lab for your future thesis research to find the advisor. Some of the program may be 2 years. Now, how to select your advisor? Be very, very careful. That will influence your whole life. So before you to contact your advisor, you have to study him very, very clearly so that you can make your decision. Okay, and the whole years for your graduation, you need 30 30 hours credit to graduate. There are 12 credit hours for your thesis. So if you are graduate, you have 12 thesis credit, so you don't have to worry about it. Another 18 credit, you have to take the courses. They have required courses and selected courses. The requirement courses depend on the different program. But there are totally 18 credit hour you have to take, at least. If you take more than that, that's okay. If you didn't get 18 graduate before you apply for your diploma, if they find you're short of the credit, you have to delay. Finish your credit. So be very, very careful to notice you have a complete 18 credit hour of courses. Include the requirement courses. The select courses you select from the course list have to be registered in your program. Remember, if the course is not listed in your program, you can select as a course to attend the courses, but you don't get graduate credit. Understand? Because if you select the courses, the credit, you have to pay the credit fee. Okay, so you have to very carefully to contact your program assistant to tell you how to select your program, your coursework. And each program, I think every program have a so-called qualified exam. They have a different situation. Once you pass the qualified exam, you will be the PhD student candidacy. So, but different programs have a different role. So be carefully to read your regulation. Mostly they're, no, okay. Okay. In general, you have to finish your qualified exam at the end of the second year. If you failed the first qualified exam, you have a second chance. After the second chance, you still fail, you're out. You're out. So that's very, there's a lot of students were discharged by didn't pass the qualified exam. Another important issue is I will tell you, your identity is very, very awkward because Academia Sinica have to cooperate with partner university to get your PhD diploma. Academia Sinica cannot offer your diploma of the PhD. So have to cooperate with our partner university in Taiwan. So your identity as a student, as a program, like you are some of the degree international TIGP program with Academia Sinica and partner university. To represent your identity will be on your paper published. Most program needs you to publish the paper to get your degree, to pass the final exam of to qualify to exam to qualify to pass the graduation. So the publication will represent your identity. In the beginning, most of them are not very clearly to write down your identities, the so-called, when you published, you must have your first name in the first. So your affiliation, you have to be a first author, to represent your represent yourself in a published paper. You have to be the first author. And your advisor have to be a corresponding author. That's a rule for every program. For every program, it's the same. So the program is have to be affiliation example. What the affiliate? So you have to affiliate in your published paper. So the program, the correct. Oh, sorry. The program name and the TIGP and the Academia Sinica and partner university. You have different program with a different partner university. But the order of the Academia Sinica and partner depend on your advisor's institute. If your advisor was in the Academia Sinica, so Academia Sinica was in the first. If your advisor is in partner university, the university will be in the first, and the academia on the second. So, give you an example. There's a affiliation published. Okay, what's wrong with this? Oh, great. Okay. List. Okay. List the institute name and location when you physically work. That's what I just said. When you publish paper during your time in TIGP, your scholarship, your authorship should follow the format as follows. This is wrong. Wrong example. In Institute of Plant and Microbiology, Academia Sinica, that's where the students work, where they worked laboratory. So most of the students will follow their advisors, the affiliate. So they're writing on that kind of a, the writing title. And as a Graduate Institute of Biotechnology, National Tsinghua University, that's a partnership university. And the molecular biology, agriculture, MAST is Taiwan Internet Program, put on a third list. That is not right. You have to list your institute in the first. You have list like this, Taiwan International Graduate Program, Taiwan, RC. Now, other affiliations, that depends you and your advisor or your co-workers affiliation. There will be no problem. Once you need to apply for certificate, we have to check your affiliation are correctly. And after finish all the, I talked on it above, pass your qualified exam and publish your paper and apply for the graduation. The apply for the graduation have to get promise from your advisor first. Your advisor is a decision what you can graduate it. So then you will apply to get your graduate thesis defense for graduation. So be carefully to remember what I talked about how you get the final degree, your degree, diploma. Okay, you have any question about what I talking about? Any confusing or any question in the future? It will be influence your whole life. select your advisor is very, very important, because the first you have to have very interest. So you have to study your advisor, what he or her doing, what kind of research work. Are you interested? Do they have the money to support your next other years, except first the 3 years were offered from the academics for the program, for the TIGP. The next other years, I don't know how many will be followed. Maybe other 3 years or 4 years. Some of these 8 years. But at least you only can have 7 years to get graduate. Limited 7 years to graduate. If you're over 7 years graduate, 7 years doesn't get graduate, you'll be automatically discharged. You don't get your PhD degree if you cannot finish within the 7 years limit. So be carefully to remember. Okay, if no problem, keep you in mind. That's very, very important.
Thank you, Dr. Zhao. As we mentioned earlier, we hope you to have a balanced life here in Taiwan. So our counseling psychologist, Ms. Mei-Wen Fang, will share mental health care in PhD with you. Let's welcome Ms. Fang.
Hi everyone, I'm glad to be here, and I think you must have received a lot of information just now. Okay, so it's time for us to think and for us to feel now. Okay, so why do I want and why do we need to introduce and share about mental health care in PhD? It's very, very important. Other than your studies, the mental health care in PhD is the second most important thing in your PhD life. Okay. So, I'm going to introduce myself. Who am I? I'm Mei-Wen Feng. I'm the counseling psychologist in the TIGP office. And I have consulted up to 1,800 hours of cases. And the most important also, I'm a Malaysian. So I am foreigner. So what you have experienced now, I have gone through I have come to Taiwan for 12 years. Yeah, so I know how do you feel now. You must be very excited, right? I was excited when I first came to Taiwan. Yeah, but okay, something happened after that. So I will go through to you briefly today. So what do you expect in PhD degree? How do you think? Do you have some expectation or imagination? You must, right? Maybe you think PhD looks like this. Wow, amazing. You can do the experiment in the lab. Wow, you can enjoy it. But the fact is, oh my God. Maybe this is the real case. Okay, maybe you will feel, wow, when you cannot get the result or you scolded by the PI, you may go crazy. Okay, so let's go to details. So you may think that PhD is a bright future and you can enjoy your experiment and then you can fulfill yourself in your life and you can earn more money after you finish your PhD. But you have to finish it first. Okay, but the real life in PhD is, okay, all this cultural difference, homesick, adaptation, interpersonal relationship, self-doubt, studies, and work-life balance. All these issues are the issues that I have consulted in TIGP. Okay, these are the real case I have met no, not I have met, the student have met, and they told me, they complained to me. Okay, so what is the consequences? If your expectation and the real life is different, you will have cognitive dissonance. What does it mean? I will share a case with you. But all the cases I share today is not the real case because it has mixed. Okay, so cognitive dissonance means that there was a student. He thinks that he can graduate in 4 to 5 years. But after that, when he came to Seneca, he found that, oh my God, he will need more than 5 years, maybe 7 years to graduate. He feels so, he was so anxiety. And what happened later? Yeah, and then suddenly he had a mental breakdown because he wants to graduate as soon as possible. But so he pushed himself very, very much. But at the end, he had a mental breakdown. He gave himself too much pressure. Okay, so what may happen if you have cognitive dissonance? Maybe you have irrational belief. Most and a lot of students, your senior, will think that, am I wrong? Am I disliked? Or I am a failure. I fail in my life. I am incompetent. Yeah, all these are the thinking that I have collected in my work. And the student complained to me. Okay, and the data in 2018, last year, the most of the students, what are they troubled about? It's about pressure management. Wow. Okay, so what is pressure? Pressure is not only on studies. Pressure it covers a lot of issues. Okay, it's just like what I have mentioned just now, and I will go to details with you now. Okay, the real life in PhD, what you will meet, the first one, cultural difference. So all of you come from different country, and I also come from different country. So is this the first one you have met? Maybe you use spoon and knife in your country, but you have to use chopstick for everything at here. Okay, this is the first cultural shock you meet at here. Okay, so in my case, my first experience in Taiwan, even though I'm Chinese, I speak Chinese, but my accent is still different with the Taiwanese. So when I speak, then the Taiwanese will ask, oh, you are not Taiwanese. Yeah, I'm not Taiwanese. I feel shy and I feel shame at that time. I feel inferior. Why my accent is not my accent is not as good as the Taiwanese? Yeah, I have that kind of feeling at that time. Okay, so what happened after that? I share my culture to them. So to promote the understanding, I share my culture, my food, my country, all that. Yeah, okay. So I become, my best friend was Taiwanese. And it's very important. It's not your fault, okay? It's only different kind of expression and culture, okay? So the next one, you will suffer from homesick and adaptation problem. But you may not feel homesick now because you are very, very excited. After some times, maybe you will miss your home, and you will have some adaptation problem like this. Have you ever tried the fermented tofu in Taiwan? Yes, okay. It's very famous in Taiwan. You must try that. It's like the blue cheese. Okay. Okay, you must try that. I encourage you. Okay. And other than the food, like the transportation, the living, the weather, all these are the things that you have to adapt to that. Okay, so the one tip is, please make friends at here and don't isolate yourself. Okay, this is very important. And call back to your family. Okay. The next one is interpersonal relationship. Okay. You know, we have a lot of students come from different countries. We use different kind of expression to show a disagreement. Like this, for example, in this slide, for the French, when they show disagreement, they will say, I disagree. Okay, but for the American, they will say, it could be better if what? But for the Chinese, they will say, okay. You have to understand that, okay? You have to understand that because your PI in future, your landman will be Chinese most of the time, okay? You have to know how they express themselves, okay? And one case I would like to share with you. There was a student, he was the only black student in the lab. You know, he was the only black student, so the others are Chinese. So what happened at the time? The Chinese will gather and they will gossip. They will talk a lot of chat and talk a lot of things. But what happened to this student? He thinks that, are they gossiping about me? Because he cannot join. He cannot join the chat, the topic. And then he thinks that they look down at me since I am the only black in the lab. But actually the fact is, this is very important. They are afraid to speak Chinese, especially some of the Taiwanese. It's true, yeah, because they are not confident with their English. So they are afraid to speak English. So don't ever think that you are being looked down or what, okay? And what happened to this guy and this student? Because he was very shy, and once he reached the lab, he just locked himself. He daren't to ask and speak anything. Yeah, then you know there will be some misunderstanding between the student and others. So please, here are some warm tips for you. Be friendly once you join the lab. Okay, let others understand you. Don't lock yourself up. Okay, you will need communication. We are human, right? And don't get into a dead end. Don't think too much. Sometimes it's just your thinking. Okay? Okay, how to deepen the relationship? By giving a favor is very important. And this is also a Chinese culture. When you give a favor to others, then they will give you a favor back. Yeah, give you a favor in return. This is very important. And love and think for themselves, for them. And then create the feelings of we are the same. And then sharing. Let others to understand you and be respectful. But be respectful does not mean that you are inferior, okay? There was a student, he told me that in their culture, they have to respect their PI. They have to respect them. So they don't ask anything. Then I feel so curious. If you don't ask anything, how can you get the answer? Or when you were stuck, how do you solve the problem? So ask question doesn't mean that you are not respecting others, okay? So the relationship will be deeper when the times fly, okay? So self-doubt and studies. This is also a very, very important thing in PhD life. And the most important, trouble and problem. In this picture, you can see that in 1980s, when you tell others, I have just finished my doctorate degree, then others will say, oh, you must be really smart. But for now, they will say, you must be really old. Okay. This is also a very important thing and reality I have to let you know. And I think you must know, you may need around 5 years or more than that to finish Okay, be prepared to that. Okay, and when you cannot get the result, and when you were scolded by the PI, okay, don't ever think that you are incapable. Okay, okay, be confident to yourself. And some warm tips is maintain a good relationship and communication with your PI. This is also very important, okay, because your PI can help you. He will know where you are stuck. He will know how to help you, okay? And then when your PI tells you that you are not suitable to do the research, wow, you know, this is very bad news to a student when you are very determined to come to Taiwan to finish this PhD. But if you heard this information, does not mean that you are incapable or you fail in your life. Okay? Okay. And please judge objectively. Are you suitable to do research? If you are not suitable to do research, you will also maybe suitable to do other things. You will also maybe success in other field also. Okay. And the last one, work-life balance. Okay. So I think some of you brings your family along. So you have to care for your family life and your personal life and your studies. There's a lot. But for those who is single, also you will need to care about your personal life, right? You are not here all about the PhD. You have to keep your work-life balance. If not, it's too much pressure for you. Okay, so please arrange your priority. What is the first priority in your life? You have so many things to complete, but what is the first priority? And the second one is don't put everything in 24 hours. Okay, make a good plan, including your experiment, your study plan. This is very important. Okay, and then don't ever think that you can get 100%. You can be perfect in everything. Okay. And for this one, it's very normal when you feel bad. It's very normal, right? And it's also very normal if you have any insomnia problem. It's very normal. So what to do then? Don't try any risky behavior and build up relationship with her and come to counselor when you are frustrated or down. Okay, I am the counseling psychologist in the TIGP, and I'm full-time at here. So you can make appointment with me anytime. And this is the QR code. You can scan it, and there are a lot of information how to make appointment and everything are on the website. Okay, so this is my sharing for you today. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Fang.